Anyone else want to try anything in the first day?
Yeah, during that time, I want to go on a mini crime spree.
Okay.
First, I would like to come back to that shop where the wine was in like the witching hour when everyone's asleep. I would like to steal a couple of bottles of his nice wine and try to find where he keeps his money.
Okay. Um. So the shop is best way to describe it. It's part of row housing. So, just one long continuous building. You got a couple windows up front, the door. But every fifth varies between the fifth building and the sixth building. You'll find an alley that takes you around back. How do you wish to get entry?
Is there a back door, like an alley side on a less traveled part of the street to this building?
Yeah.
So in the peeking in the windows, making sure nobody's awake or, any signs of movement or anything, then I would like to pick the lock on the less traveled side of the street, being stealthy.
I was gonna say, I assume you're trying to be sneaky about this, right?
Yeah.
Not just be like, I'm gonna walk over and pick this lock.
Just go walk right up.
Roll stealth.
17.
Okay, you think you're being pretty sneaky about it. And roll a lockpick. So with your thieves' tools, are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I'm a rogue.
Are you though?
I have 3 levels in rogue. Let's see. So I go to my inventory. It's not in my inventory. Oh, there it is. Yep. $26.
Nice.
Just out of curiosity, did you look for traps?
I didn't say that I looked for traps. So I feel that it would be dishonest to now go back and retroactively say that I looked for traps.
Okay, you put the lockpicks in, and you feel the tumblers moving, and you hear a very distinct click.
Click like a door unlocking or click like fuck me?
You just hear a click. You're the rogue, you tell me.
Okay, I'm going to back away 15 feet and mage hand to open the door. And I'm just going to lean against the wall and kind of manipulate the mage hand over my shoulder like it's just me.
So from across the alley, your hand just kind of like drifts across, grabs the door handle, turns slowly. You hear the door just kind of go. Opens, no problem.
Okay. Wow, why that popped up. Peek inside sneakily. Is there any movement? Does it sound like anybody's moving around doing anything?
Roll perception.
Attributes. Perception. Not the greatest at perceiving things. 13?
You hear the faint sound of snoring from upstairs.
Okay, I will look for traps now before I cross the threshold.
Investigate.
So many rolls. You're just waiting for me to fail on one. And there it is. It's not traps. I head inside quietly. And I grab, say, 2 bottles of each of those wine, and I want to look for the money.
Okay, as you're walking in, the floorboards are creaking beneath your feet. And you make your way to the room that you saw uh, Vino go into to pull out the wine. And you find there's a case of 6 bottles, a case that would hold 6 bottles. 2 of them are missing of the lower vintage that he brought out to Tobias. That's roll a history for me.
15.
Yeah, from your extensive experience with wine, this is probably the best quality you're gonna find in there.
Okay.
It turns out that the elvish quality that he only had the 1 bottle.
Is there like a lockbox or safe or anything visible where he would keep gold?
Not that you can see in this room or in the front. So you would assume that there's something upstairs.
Okay, can I make my way upstairs quietly, leaving the case down here for the moment?
Yeah.
And I'm also going to be listening to see if they wake up.
Okay. Let's do another stealth check.
$18.
Okay. You make your way upstairs, and you go to place your foot about halfway up. Place your foot down on the step, and you hear just the faintest beginning of a creak. You pull your foot off because you know that one. Just the back of your mind said that one's going to be worse than anything else. You skip that step, and you glide up the stairs almost effortlessly. And from what you can tell, the snoring is the same. He probably has a medical condition that needs to get checked out, but they don't really know about that in this type of world.
Okay.
So on the left, there's the door that you hear the snoring come from, and there's another door just exactly opposite that you're not sure what's behind there.
I'll go to the opposite door first. I'm going to listen and look for traps.
Roll investigate.
Ooh. 14?
So you don't hear anything, but as you're going over the door, you're just running your hands along the frame, and as you come back down the other side, you do feel a slight wire.
Okay, disarm the wire.
Roll with your thieves' tools.
Why does it pop up in my inventory up there? $15?
See, you figure out where the mechanism is, and it's your first time really getting your hands on these type of tools, so you're a little unsure. Your hands are shaking a bit, you're a bit sweaty, and you go to cut the wire, and the tools shift just a bit, but before they can fall from your hand, you kind of grab them again, cut the wire, and you just sit there for a second, and you wait. And wait. And wait. Nothing happens.
Okay. Check the door. Is it locked?
You jimmy the handle, nothing happens. It is locked.
Okay, I'd like to unlock it.
Roll again.
$11?
This lock is a lot more complicated than what do you think? You spend about 20 minutes trying to figure out the locks, and every time you get to the third tumbler, it just kind of slips and resets. So you didn't quite get it this time.
Okay, still snoring?
Roll perception.
This is fucking nerve-wracking. guys.
He
19.
wanted to be a heister.
19.
So you stop for a second, you listen, you hear that gentle rhythm, and then he kind of goes like, I don't want to tell my mom.
Okay, I would like to try again with this stupid lock.
Try it again.
Oh my god. 13?
Right. I'm a rogue.
Whose dex isn't
This
great
time-
yet.
You're fairly certain that you might have chipped something inside. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Seven?
You're able to figure out that there's probably a key, and it may be a good idea to go get it.
Okay, can I go look for the key?
He's in the room with him, and you think it's a good idea to go get it.
Okay, really sneakily. Hang on, I need to look at something. I just had a fucking ingenious plan. How loud is a verbal component?
Depends on what you're trying to cast.
Darkness.
You're wondering if it's going to be loud enough that it's going to wake him?
Yeah.
Roll Arcana. You're certain that you could do it like just enough, like just barely above whisper, that with how heavy he's snoring, you could do it without waking him up.
I crack open the door in his room and I cast dark. How wide is the room?
It's like big enough for a bed up against the wall, a dresser, and a desk.
So it creates a 15-foot radius sphere. Will that also cover the hallway? So it'd be 30 feet in diameter.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Cool. I would like to cover the hallway and his room and use my Devil's Sight dark vision that sees through magical darkness to just focus on being stealthy and looking for this key.
Okay. Roll another stealth check.
I'm a rogue, guys. And now we rolled the nat one. Nope, now we're stealthy as fuck. 26.
You're a shadow in the night. Okay. Roll to investigate.
This
Now you gotta find the key.
is pain. 17.
Okay. You remember that when you saw him, there was like a fine silver chain that went around his neck, and as you're looking through, just standing in the middle of the room, you're kind of looking around to survey. You do see from his bedside table, just out of the drawer, is like the very corner, like there's a couple links of that chain is peeking out from the drawer.
Okay, very quietly. I like to slide open the. Is it trapped?
Roll to investigate.
I'm so nervous. I've never heisted before. Natural 20.
It is not trapped, and it just glides open effortlessly.
Okay, and then I'd like to like slowly grab the chain piece by piece and like slowly tuck it into my hand so it doesn't make any noise, and then back out of the room.
Yep, you pull out, you get it, no problem. You ease your way out of the room, and I assume you want to close the door without making a sound.
Close the door without making a sound.
Okay.
Go unlock the other door quietly. Open it.
Roll a dexterity for me.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's just for being quiet, isn't it? Check. Dex check.
Dex check. You put the key into the door and you start turning it, and you can't get it to go. And you try a little bit harder, and then snap! You break the key off in the lock.
Okay, fuck it. I'm going downstairs, grabbing the case, and getting out of here.
As the key snapped, your hand hits the door, and you hear the snoring stop. And the guy goes, "Whoa, who's that? Who's that? What? What?"
I'm quietly making my way downstairs while still maintaining concentration on the darkness, grabbing that case, walking out the back door, locking it behind me, and leaving.
Okay. As you're making your way down, you hear him like pretty much jump out of bed, and he's fumbling around, and you can hear like he's striking a flint. He's trying to get a candle going, but it's not catching. And then you hear him start to scream because it turns out he caught something on fire, but it wasn't the candle. He caught his pajamas on fire. So now he's running around. You hear him circling his room, doing what he can to, like, not burn. You hear a thud as he runs into a wall, thud as he hits the ground. Then you don't hear anything. But you're going downstairs to grab the wine and leave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get out, you run out into the darkness, and you look up, and there's a window from his room that looks over the back alley, and you do see a glimmer of light, all like barely eking through the magical darkness there. Like he's right up underneath the window. The darkness doesn't quite cover that corner, and it looks like there is some flickering light there.
Okay, I want to, like, sidestep along the building, just down the side of the alley for a ways, and then just once I'm, like, good 30, 40 feet, away where I feel like I can just start casually walking down the street, make my way back.
Okay. Roll a perception for me.
Oh, boy. 15.
Okay, so as you're making your way back towards where you guys are staying, you do notice that there's an unexpected surge of people through the streets at this time of night. Some people are screaming about a fire. Others are saying, not Vino, he was 3 weeks short of his retirement.
I'm gonna wait until we're aboard the ship to present Tobias with that wine. We're just gonna stash it somewhere until we leave.
Okay. Yeah, you get there back. You get back there, no problem.
Perfect. I'm also gonna give a bottle to Cardinal when we get on the boat as well.
How dare you give me your blood wine?
You don't know it's blood wine.
You bastard. I'm saying that out of character.
Oh no, I pulled a heist and killed somebody.
You burnt down a district.
You immolated him, you horrendous bastard.
Technically, he immolated himself.
You left.
Oh, God.
You just left. Oh, that is mwah. Bravo, sir. Yeah, so the second day comes around, and you come out onto the deck of the ship, and you're looking out over the city, and you do notice the faint remnants of black smoke just kind of like curling off in the distance, which isn't actually that far. It's like, yeah, 2.5, 3 blocks away from you guys. And as you're just kind of moving around, you hear people down at the dock saying, "Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, I guess some of the wine got onto Vino's shirt, and when he went to light a candle, it just like went up his arm. Thankfully, his neighbor was in the out front, and he heard Vino screaming as like it started to burn his body, and they were able to get inside and put it out and get him to see a cleric to get healed.
Oh, that happened on the first day. Does Cardinal get to heal him for money on the second or third day?
Is that clear queen?
It's just
No, they brought their own cleric to heal.
damn. That would
They
have
didn't
been
know about
that
Cardinal.
would have been the best job ever pulled.
Okay, so Calgar, was there anything you want to do in Marienburg before you guys head out to sea?
It sounds like everybody's coming up with their own schemes for money. I'd like to come up with a scheme for money.
All right, what you got?
I have many things I can do. Somebody's gonna have something for me to either break or fix.
Okay, what are you leaning towards?
Sorry. Well, I've got. Okay. I've got. If somebody needs a bunch of, like, rubble removed, I could go take care of that. Or I could definitely go fix up something if somebody's got, like, a damaged house with mending, or like a broken wagon, or anything along those lines.
It's funny that you mentioned a broken or damaged house, because as you're standing on the deck of the ship, you're looking over the rooftops and you see the curling black smoke of a house fire about 2.5 blocks away. What you don't know is this is the house that Ezekiel burned down.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything
Udi,
specific
you're
for
muted.
water,
We're not hearing you.
I didn't burn it down.
But I'll head over towards the roiling smoke and see if there's anything I can do.